it's Babette with Haggerty Dog Training, and this is the first part of a series that we are doing on getting ready for your new puppy. But before you can get ready for the new puppy, you have to figure out what kind of puppy you're going to get. So this book, Woman's Best Friend, it is out of print, but I have to tell you, I think it's one of my better books out of all my books, because this book, the whole first half of the book, gives you the honest to goodness truth about each breed of dog and all different breeds of dogs. This book was written specifically for, although anybody can read it, the mom who has kids, a full life, a husband, and kids and dad wore her down, and now they're getting a dog. And the last thing she needs and wants is a dog. So this book will walk you through finding the right breed for your family. When you're thinking about which breed to get for your family, you want to think about not what the cute dog looks like down the street. You want to think about the grooming. How much grooming do you actually want to do on your dog? Are you willing to pay a professional, or do you want a dog that's more wash and wear, where you can just hose it off in the bathtub or your backyard? A dog like, let's say, a Weimaraner or a Doberman. Do you want a dog that you can take everywhere and that will be friendly with all people? Or do you want a dog that perhaps has a great temperament but looks a little intimidating, like perhaps a Doberman? Or do you want that beautiful blonde golden retriever that everybody just fawns all over, and they're all so beautiful and cuddly and everybody loves them? So those are different things you want to think about when you're choosing the breed of dog that you want to get. Now, I know in our school we get so many doodles, oodles of doodles. Just so you know, doodles are not really a breed. And what that means is there are not enough of them to actually set a temperament. So you can have 2 golden doodles side by side, you can have 10 golden doodles side by side, and they won't necessarily have the same temperament. Sometimes they don't even look alike, and they can also have a whole slew of health problems, because a lot of times breeders of doodles do not do genetic testing. So those are things you want to think about. For example, don't go based on, and I see this all the time, on a Facebook group, on a mom's group, I want to get a dog for the kids. Any suggestions? Well, what's good for Sally down the street and good for Bob up the street is not necessarily good for you and your family. So you really need to think about the size of dog you want, the energy level of dog you want, what you want your dog to look like, and how much maintenance you want to give your dog. If you are not willing to professionally groom your dog, then do not buy a standard poodle. If you want something small that you can take with you everywhere you go, you may want to consider something like a Maltese or a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, which is a little bit larger than sticking it in your pocketbook. So those are just some of the things you want to think about when you're trying to consider which breed of dog to get for your family. And also think about, what is your life going to look like for the next 10 to 15 years? A lot of people will get like a St. Bernard because it's a cute little puppy. And then he's a year and he's huge. And so often, if you go to the pound, you'll see a St. Bernard in the shelter and it'll say, got too big. Well, did you think he was gonna stay 30 pounds? No, they don't stay 30 pounds. They become 130. So that's something you have to think about. Like, how big will this dog actually get? Anyway, those are just some things to think about. If you liked this video and you found it useful, please feel free to subscribe to us. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. Until then, have a great day, everybody.